Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a revamped tier list. We are nearing the end of the U150 tournament with all these decks here, and we wanted to just kind of reorganize our thoughts of these are the best decks, these are the worst decks, to try to form a meta and whatnot. A lot of people are always asking what are the top decks in U150, and then we refer them to the tier list, but at like the same time, like things changed. So
right.
And definitely.
I think we got pretty close on the first time. There was only like a few outliers, I'd say, but this is good just to go back and like retrospectively reorganize the tier list a little bit.
Yeah. Anyways, it's going to kind of shape the meta when we do this tournament again. There'll be obviously decks that are going to be eliminated by then, just because we don't want to build them again. They were trash, they weren't good, this, and this, and plus we have to make room for a slew of new ideas, which we are already coming up with a few of them, so we'll discuss those at the end of the video.
Spoiler, Alolan Golem.
Alolan Golem GX. Baby.
New tier 1 deck, just wait for it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the deck's pretty good. So we're going to go through and we're going to kind of order them. We don't want to. I would think what we should do, Grady, is that we divide them by 8s like we did last time, and then divide those 8s into order.
Okay.
So I think that'll just be easier. But we did discuss that Jump Off and Kingdra were going to stay tier 1.
Yeah, for sure.
I think those are definitely like, oh yeah, these are for sure tier 1.
Yeah, I think those are 1 and 2. Not that we're ordering them yet, but
no, but pretty much those are up there. After that, it's I
think Gyarados can still go in. I've been playing that a lot with the guys over here. I still think that deck is incredibly powerful. It just got super unlucky.
Right. I mean, if you notice, oh, by the way, just the ordering thing here, the parentheses is what tier it was. The T is where it finished. Obviously, Stage 1 Rush, Arcanine, Weavile, and Kingdra are still in the tournament, so they might not finish T4. It might be top 2 or winner. So if they don't have a number next to them, that means they lost right away. So even though Gyarados lost right away, we still believe it's top 1. It just got incredibly unlucky.
Yeah.
Just because of I think that the prize trade's like super favorable there.
And then I guess we should just do the other 4 that are in top 4 right now. I mean, right?
I would say Dusknoir goes there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd say that's like a definite thing, but I don't know if we can just simply say if it is in top 4, it goes.
Right.
Because, let's see. So what do we have T4? So Weavile, Arcanine, Stage 1. I think Stage 1 and Arcanine you could call, but I don't know about Weavile necessarily.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I think Stage 1 and Arcanine, though, definitely are tier 1.
Yeah. Stage 1 and Arcanine are going in. I think these are all like 100% for sure, definite tier 1. You can't really argue it.
I think, even though our opinion of Magnezone has like gone down, I still think it's like tier 1. It's just not like, it's like lower tier 1, I would still say.
Not the best deck in the world?
No, but it's still tier 1, I would say. Unless you have an argument there.
I'd say all of these decks are at least better than it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So are there any decks on here that are like clearly better than Magnezone? So like the top 8's like Raikou, Entei, Incineroar.
Are we counting the new Incineroar in here?
See, I haven't decided whether or not we go with the tweaks or not moving forward, because like there's obviously decks that are just gonna get much better. I think Incineroar is already 1 or 2, and I think the new Incineroar just makes it.
I think it's 2 without it. I think if we're counting the new one, I would put it in the tier 1 group now.
I think our decisions between Incineroar, Raikou, Entei, and Magnezone.
Yeah.
And maybe Gardevoir, to be honest.
You think Gardevoir goes in tier 1 now?
Gardevoir was like, what did it lose to? I think it lost to one of it, it lost to Raikou Entei Legend in a really close game.
Oh, that's right.
So if it wasn't for that, Gardevoir Gallade would have been here.
Okay, well, I don't think it's tier 1, but I think we can put it in tier 2.
I'd be
I
okay with
still,
like guaranteeing it in tier 2. We can just like.
I
Put it
still
up there.
think Magnezone deserves tier 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna be staunch about that.
Staunch. Whoa.
Big words.
Someone's been reading their word of the day.
Someone's gonna get laid in college.
Someone's gonna. Well, good for you. So sweet. We got rid of those two. So one more tier 1 deck, and like I said, I think it boils down to Incineroar, Raikou, Entei. But since we're saying it's old Incineroar, it'll probably be Raikou, Entei. But things could change.
Yeah, I think the new Incineroar pushes us like higher into tier 1 actually, but for now I'd throw it in tier 2, and then I'm fine with Entei Raikou in here.
Yeah. So Raikou, Entei. Get rid of all those, and then Incineroar we're throwing into tier 2.
Yeah.
And Magnezone we already placed. Ooh, I missed the 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So we threw Incineroar to tier 2.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then we have Gardevoir and it's right there. Okay.
And Gardevoir was there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 already done? Yep. Okay, cool. So are you happy with that as like a tier 1?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Pretty happy. Like I said, the only thing that's going to change is the Incineroar thing.
Yeah, I would agree. So I'll make these a little bigger so that when we come back to reorganize, we can clearly see
Gotcha.
what's going on. I like that as a tier 1, to be honest. It feels a little bit more refined. Like
Yeah,
there are 5 decks that were already tier 1 that we're keeping there, with Tool Drop, Blastoise, and Fighting Aggro
Yeah.
falling off of there. I mean, the decks that all got upset. I mean, Gyarados got upset too, but if Gyarados didn't get upset, it would have been in top 8, I think.
Yeah, that was super fluky, and like I said, I've been playing a ton of Gyarados because I have it built the past couple days, and I have just been crushing people with it.
Yeah. No, I still think it's amazing. So it would have at least been to here. If it had beaten Mega Manectric, obviously, I think it would have lost to Kingdra, but like,
Yeah.
it's still, I think, yeah, you're right. I
Okay.
think it's still deserving. So tier 2, this is where we put Weavile.
Yeah, I think Weavile goes in here.
It was already tier 2, so I think it was.
Um,
We made the bold prediction that this was going to be a top tier deck, and it ended up getting top 4. I think its road to the finals was a little bit easy.
yeah, I agree.
That was the thing. It beat Handfling, whatever. It beat Retreat Amplifier, whatever. It beat Beedrill, whatever. Right? And the Jumpluff's its only thing on the resume that's like, holy crap! Like it beat Jumpluff. Yeah. I mean, if it can beat Kingdra, then I might reconsider.
Like throw it into tier 1.
Then I might throw it in a tier 1. If it wins the whole thing, then yeah, I would consider putting it tier 1. Because then it has to get through all these other decks that we are already putting at tier 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I nominate Lost World, actually.
yeah.
I think Lost World is better than we gave it credit for.
What did it
I've
end
been
up?
playing that a little bit recently too, and I've been killing people with that as well.
It lost to Arcanine.
Yeah. I don't remember how many we got in the Lost Zone, because it just says 8-0, obviously. But
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with it. I love that deck.
I think Tool Drop still goes in tier 2 as well, even though it's going to like change a lot.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Old Tool Drop is still good. I think new Tool Drop will be a solid tier 2.
Yeah.
So Tool Drop, and then we have Lost World. I think it'll be a solid tier 2. Might maybe like vie for that stage. If it ends up being like really good when it gets changed, like then it might bump one of these decks off. To be honest.
What do you think about the 2 Donk decks in tier 2?
I don't think they're deserving of a tier 2 spot.
Okay.
Just because they are, as we found out, very easily countered.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is right. I think that if what game was it? The Machamp. Whoever played Machamp round 1, was that Bronzong? No, it must have been Shiftry. Yeah, Shiftry. See, Machamp almost won that game.
Mm-hmm. It was just literally one turn, then it couldn't find a way to hex, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah, and I think you mismanaged it a little bit, if
Yeah, I agree.
I recall. So, like, if that had happened, Shiftry, I don't think Shiftry's even close to deserving of probably even top 4. I think it's still lower half Shiftry, just because,
Okay.
like, it's, you hide behind Spiritomb, and then you hex for, like, 8 straight turns and you win,
Hmm.
you know? There's stuff you can do against it. It's not, I don't think it's super hard. Um, I don't think it's as low as, like, where we have it. I think we had it at 7. I don't think it's
Yeah.
as low as a 7, but it's not as high as 4.
Okay.
Whereas I think Bronze on Break might be a little bit different.
I think Bronze on Break is worse than Shiftry.
I think I would say yes.
Because the thing about Bronze on Break is once your opponent takes like 2 prizes, you can't really combo off. Because
Yeah.
then if you energy my 3 times, you just lose. So
Yeah. I think they're really about the same with
Yeah.
with Shiftry being higher than Bronzong, but not by much.
yeah.
But anyway,
But,
so yeah, so that was a long conversation about 2 decks that we're not even going to get to for a little bit of time.
Okay, what do you think about Blaine's Last Resort tier 2?
I definitely agree with that. I think this deck.
I'm not even joking. I think it's
No,
tier 2.
I think it is too. I think it is. We underestimated the crap out of it because we were like, oh, you just hex it and you win. But it kind of slayed. Like, it top 16, so it was 1 spot away from getting to that final 8. And I think it lost to Jump Left, right? If I recall.
Yeah, in an incredibly close game.
Yeah. So I think Blaine's Last Resort is very deserving of top 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Or not top 8, but
Tier 2.
tier 2 for sure.
Yeah.
What else?
It gets a little murkier here, I think.
Mega Manetric or Ampharos. Those are 2 decently added ideas. I think maybe even Empoleon stays tier 2.
Yeah, I could see Empoleon. I would argue. What do you think about Palkia Dialga, actually?
I don't think it's as high as tier 2.
Okay.
I think it's up there, but I don't think it's as high as tier 2. I think it's like 3 or 4.
I would say Mega Manectric maybe, actually. I think we kind of underestimated how good it is with the Pyroar, the Flare Command Pyroar.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put that there because I think that's like a clear, like, oh yeah, that's totally there. So there's Mega Manetric. And then one more.
Probably Empoleon.
Yeah, I would say Empoleon just because, I mean,
Maybe Fighting Aggro, I don't know.
Fighting Aggro was just kind of lackluster. Like, it was, I could see the pluses of it, but, like, the negatives of it were just so bad. Like, it just couldn't hit hard. It was very, very aggressive, but if your opponent just set up one big dude, like,
Yeah.
I can imagine Fighting Aggro just losing to any GX deck, just period.
Yeah.
It just,
Basically the same as, like, Stage 1, except it doesn't do all of the good things Stage 1 does.
yeah, that's exactly it. So, I would say Empoleon, even Sceptile maybe, because the Sceptile, Mega Sceptile is just really good. What did we
Maybe
say?
even, like, Crobat, dude.
Oh, I forgot about Crobat. Shit. That one's tricky. I forgot about Crobat.
Yeah. I actually kind of nominate Crobat here, to be honest.
Just because of the results, we'll go Crobat. Because Crobat did top 16, whereas Empoleon
Yeah.
did not.
Do we have all the top 16s now?
No, I don't know. Let me see. No, because Ampharos isn't there.
Okay. I think Ampharos, and then Gliscor. Gliscor only,
No,
I think it's weaker than that says.
Oh, we also have Beedrill top 16? Question mark?
Yeah.
What did it? Fucking, oh, it beat Fighting Aggro. See, like, that's how bad Fighting Aggro is. It lost to Beedrill.
Yeah.
It beat Sabrina's Kadabra. It went 1-on-1, losing to Sabrina, beating Sabrina's Kadabra and losing to Beedrill.
Yeah. Not very impressive.
It would have smashed Weavile though if it got there.
Yes, it would have.
Oh, it would have just destroyed that, and then would have. Actually, that would have been a good game. Jump versus Fighting Aggro.
Yeah.
Would have been actually a good game because Jump slower HP. So top 16s are missing. We're missing Gliscor, which I think is accurately at 4. It's just like a counter deck. It's like 4 or 5, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's deserving of a tier 3 spot, which is where we're at now. I think this is where we put Empoleon. I think this is where we put Sceptile. I think this is where we put what was the other one we were considering? Emboar, not Emboar, sorry.
Beedrill.
Ampharos and
Yeah, Ampharos for sure.
So let's see. We were thinking Empoleon, Sceptile, Beedrill, Ampharos.
Fighting aggro maybe, or is it even lower than 3?
No, I think this is where Fighting Aggro goes.
Okay.
So copy, paste. So that's 5. Also, I did not take off 4, 5. I didn't take off the Crobat. So let's see. We did Fighting Aggro. We did Empoleon and Sceptile. We did Beedrill. Especially with the new Beedrill coming out, I think it's then just like tier 3 is good.
You mean the new Kakuna?
Kakuna, yeah, sorry. The new Beedrill sucks.
Yes, it does.
What was the other deck that was?
And then Ampharos.
Which is where?
37.
And then I would be cool with putting Palkia. What did I say? Did I say initially Palkia Dialga would be cool in 3rd?
Yeah, I'm fine with Palkia Dialga here.
Ah, damn it. I always keep grabbing that thing. Come from the other side.
I don't know what that was about.
I wanted to make all these larger now that we're done with the 2-2. Okay. Palkia Dialga going here. That's awesome that we're putting it tier 3.
Yeah, I think it legitimately deserves tier 3.
That deck's like my jam, dude. Love that deck. That deck just feels good when you play it, you know?
Yeah, it does. Not to play against.
No, not at all. So where are we at now? We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. We have 2 spots left in tier 3.
Yeah.
I still like, even though Blastoise was tier 1, I still think we are keeping it off of tier 3.
I think so. I think Blastoise is fucking awful. Okay, not fucking awful, but like mid-tier.
You see, look at this. The way that we're going right now, these are all the decks that lost right away.
Yeah.
That we've seeded high. Is there anything else that like will jump up? What are we missing from like? Because this is top 32 territory right here.
Yeah.
Is tier 3. Right, top 8, top 16. Yeah, still top 32 territory. I think new sleep deck, when we change it, becomes a whole lot better. But
maybe even Salazzle here, dude. I don't know.
New Salazzle is going to be here.
I mean, I don't know if we're doing new Salazzle or not, but I think it would be.
What did Salazzle end up losing to? Manectric, right? Yeah. In a pretty close game.
Yeah. I don't know if we're at tier 3, but I think it's like 4 or 5.
I think I'd be okay putting Salazzle at 4.
Okay.
Like,
well, we still need.
Let's just go ahead and put that there.
2 more for 3.
Salazzle at 4. Let's see here. I mean, like, Metagross lost to what? Incineroar? Right?
I think so.
Oh, Salazzle. It lost to Salazzle.
Yeah, terrible type matchup.
I think Metagross goes here.
Okay,
in tier 3. Because it's still like a 250 HP behemoth. Like,
maybe the other one's Donphan? I don't know.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No, the more I think about Donphan, the more I hate it. The more I'm just like, this deck was so bad. No, I do not think Donphan goes here. I wouldn't even put Donphan tier 4, dude.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, we didn't. Here's where I come in today. I'm sure I'm messing up on this. Because we already did a tool drop somewhere too, right? Good. Really hard to place this last tier 3 deck. Last of the good decks. Tyranitar?
Rainbow Road, Garchomp.
Tyranitar?
Tyranitar, maybe.
I can tell you what it's not.
It's not Blastoise.
It's not any of these. It's not Raichu, not Cradily, not any... I mean, I think the only one from this list would be Tyranitar that I would consider. Yeah. No on Gliscor, because I think it's just, like I said, a counter deck. Vikavolt, no. Bronze Arm Break, no. Evolutions, no. Emborn, no. Vileplume Lock, no. Armaldo Lock, definitely not. Garchomp Restore might be another like one I would consider, right? It did have that
Yeah.
unfortunate Palkia Dialga game.
It's
Like,
hard for me to rate that because we never got to play it against like an actual thing.
yeah. Rainbow Road, no. Machamp, no. Cofagrigus, like, no. Blastoise, no. So I think it really is between Tyranitar and Garchomp Restore.
I would say Garchomp over Tyranitar. I think Tyranitar is probably 4, though.
Okay. So Garchomp Restore, our last of our tier 3s. Where'd you go? There we go. And so then we put Tyranitar right in that tier 4 spot.
Yeah. What do you think about going from tier 8 now that we're halfway? Oh, no, we're not halfway yet. Okay.
We're almost halfway. I mean, these were, I think, the easiest decisions to make. Like, oh yeah, these are definitely like the best decks in the format. Like, I think the only ones, like, we were pretty close, right? Because this is top 3, so the only things that we missed: Donphan, Armaldo, Vileplume, and then these 4.
Yeah.
Um,
And then look at Salazzle and Blaine's Last Resort.
Hell yeah, we were way wrong on those. Gliscor, I think, now goes into tier 4. I think it stays tier 4.
Yeah, same.
Like, low end tier 4. Where are you? Gliscor. Low end tier 4, which that means that if we were to redo this tournament, it would not be. Oh, that's actually a fun thing that I didn't realize that we could do now. If we reorganize this, what would the new bracket look like?
That's true.
Oh shoot! I wonder if there's like a way I can do that on the thing. But okay, so we're still in tier 4. Do we want to finish up tier 4 or start bottom?
Let's go from the bottom now, I think. Whoa! Wow.
I've been holding that.
I just
I know, I hadn't told you.
you can A person has disconnected from the call.
Whoa.
Tier 8.
Should be the
Tangrowth tier, dude. Tier... What the...
It's the SpongeBob meme, tier 8.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that something happened.
Just do tier 8, fuck it.
Okay.
Okay,
Tier 8.
I think this is gonna be easy.
This is gonna be really easy. Moltres.
I mean, I think it's the bottom 4, for sure.
I think Brock's Ninetales really is still tier 8.
Yeah. Oh, no, not Brock's Ninetales, sorry.
I'm going ahead and put Holland Circle and
And then Unknown.
I'm really upset that we actually didn't get a chance to like fully play Unknown.
I know, but I still think it would have been bad.
Yeah. Alright, Unknown. That Unknown is not even in the deck. I just have it as like a placeholder. Okay, Unknown.
Sabrina's Kadabra.
Yeah. That deck was bad. Sabrina's Kadabra. I think we can safely put Macargo down here.
My Cargo and Tangrowth.
Macargo, Tangrowth, Handfling. Does that actually?
Yep. I was thinking.
So Handfling, Macargo, and Tangrowth. Right there. That trifecta goes there. Goes there. Okay, there we go. And that means one more deck down here. What?
Just missing one down there now.
Yeah. Oh, Falcon Dialga's already placed.
Okay.
Um.
Maybe like Burn or something.
This iteration of Burn, I think, is down there. You're right. The new and improved Burn will be higher.
Yeah. Go back to the tier list real quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, is it just... Do we already put Tangrowth in there?
Yeah. it's tier Tangrowth.
What about Blastoise? No, just kidding.
Can we just keep putting Tangrowth there? Can we put Tangrowth down there twice?
Okay, Blastoise isn't that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Maybe even like Evolutions, dude. I don't know.
No, Evolutions is not that bad.
What about? Oh no, Aegislash is still just like.
Oh, here's the thing to think about. By the way, the Politoed doesn't because we didn't think about this, by the way, and we played it wrong. The Politoed EX, it's now EX from fighting Furious Fists. So this Politoed here says each of your Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwraths. But then this one, this one, this one,
EX.
and this one are all EX. Well, it didn't affect this one anyways. So yeah, it didn't work like it was supposed to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well I think that goes tier 8 now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I totally forgot about that until I saw that, so I was like,
okay,
oh,
that's
wait.
fair.
Yeah, someone informed me of that, and I was just like, oh shit, we always miss that too. Like, we always miss the EX thing, like...
There's a bunch of weird, like, EX rulings. I'm not surprised we missed a couple of them.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we kind of rushed this one out. The next time we do this format, I think it's gonna, or this tournament, I think it's just gonna be, like, not to say this one was bad, but it's just gonna be so much better next time.
Yeah.
Because we will have so many months to prepare to build decks, really think out what's good, what's not, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that looks like a good tier 8 to me.
That's it. Yeah. Good tier 8, quote unquote. Tier 7, I think this is where you can put like the rest of this stuff now.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's where you can put Brock's or you can put Brock's Ninetales in tier 7.
Yeah.
Brock's Ninetales and Arceus stays in tier 7.
Yeah.
And Mirai stays tier 7. Alright, so let me go ahead and change those real quick. So what do we have? Arceus, we said, Mirai, and... Was it SP? No, Brock's Ninetales.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think SP is going to go here too, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll go ahead and move SP down to there. We had SP at tier 8, now we have it at tier 7. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think it literally is only there because it won a game.
Yeah.
What else is tier 7?
I think Lucario is still above that. I think it's like 6.
Yeah, I would say so too. I knew you were gonna say that, and that's why I haven't been saying Lucario. I think maybe Sleep Deck goes to 7. I'm fine with like moving it up to 7 to 8. Because this iteration of Sleep Deck. Because the news...
I think Vileplume times 4 goes here, actually.
Ooh, in 7?
Yeah. I think it's just too weak to Hex and stuff, man. Without Hex, it can't do anything.
I don't think it's... Well, not necessarily... I think there are worse decks. I think the Banette deck and Fossil Lock are both tier 7.
Maybe Zebralock, then?
I think Zebralock's tier 7. I think Vileplume is like... I would go to tier 6 with it, but I don't think I would drop it.
Okay.
Oh, Aegislash is tier 7.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that deck sucks.
I mean, it's just spread with basically a useless Pokemon in your deck.
Yeah, that deck was awful. Yeah.
It's like shitty spread
should
with
I even
3
go?
wasted
Should I go
slots.
to? Is there anything on here that you could put to 7 that you could brought Aegislash to 8?
No, I don't think Aegislash is that bad. It's just like spread with worse cards.
True, you can still spread stuff. I forgot about that. Yeah, that goes there. Burn deck might go in 7.
I think so. Like you said, this iteration of it.
I'm glad we decided that we were going off this iteration, but we're stipulating that shit's gonna change. Okay.
Yeah.
So Fossil Lock and Banette Lock also tier 7, I think.
You didn't put Raichu Lock in there?
Maybe those are our last 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit. Are any of these tier 6?
I think the best is probably Arceus or Brock's Ninetales.
I would say Arceus.
Yeah.
Just because Arceus actually can be kind of aggressive. So let's put that to tier 6. And then we go both the Fossil Lock and Banette Lock. And
And
Raichu
then
Zebra Lock.
Raichu Lock.
We did not think lock decks through very much. We got a new
We're calling
one.
this the weird lock deck tier.
Okay. Did I move? Oh yeah, I just. Oh shit, that's Grady.
Don't you dare put Cradley tier 7.
Although that it did lose right away, but
Yes.
okay. So we have tier 7 done. How long are we at on this video, by the way? Because we don't want to. We're at 30 minutes. Okay. I don't want to go.
It's
over.
not too bad.
I don't want to go over an hour. So, tier 6. This is where I would be cool with putting like sleep. And
Yeah,
Vileplume
Sleep Lucario, I think both go here.
Sleep, Lucario, and Vileplume times 4. Cool with that. So Sleep, Lucario, Vileplume times 4. Alongside RCS. Vileplume times 4, Sleep, and Lucario. Alright. Because Shiftry I want to put at...
You want to put the 2 Donk decks in like 5?
I think 5 is accurate for those two.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and go Shiftry Dunk and Bronzong Break. I think they're very close to each other, even though that Shiftry Dunk is a little better.
Yeah, I agree.
But not by much, I would say. Wait, are we putting them? You said 5? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we already had placed Tyranitar too. Okay. Um.
I think Blastoise is like 5. If we're just like throwing random things around now.
Well, I think we still stay down here because I think Poison and Reuniclus are definitely 6.
Okay. I think Retreat Amp is also still just 6.
Yeah, I think those were fairly accurate. Actually, you're right.
Even Cradley, I think, is also still just 6.
Yeah. So, Cradley, what did we got? These are kind of sorted. We said Poison 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. What was the other deck we just got rid of?
I know.
I think it was just those 4. Okay.
We're calling this the tier we actually got right.
Most tier 6 decks. We already placed the score. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect.
Cool.
Oh, tier 6 is done now.
Yeah.
Tier we actually got right. Tier.
Yes. If we had to give each tier a nickname, this would be the tier we actually got right.
Pretty close, right? Because there is a couple tier...
Tier 8 is Tangrowth tier. Tier 7 is a shitty lock deck tier.
Tier 6 is tier we actually got right. Tier 5 is donk tier. Tier 4 is direct counter tier. And then everything else are actually good decks.
Yeah.
There's only 24 good decks in this format. Okay, so I think... Where are we at now? Tier 5. I think this is where we can put our Maldo Lock. Whoa, our Maldo Lock needs to go lower, I feel, than 5.
Okay.
I think we can put... What do we put up? We can't put Arceus up. Sleep times 4, Great League. Fuck, I hate all these decks.
I'd actually be Lucario. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be cool with putting Lucario at 5. It deserves it. It deserves it for the way it...
Oops. Yeah.
So Lucario, and yeah, so I forgot how horrible our Maldo Lock is.
Yeah.
Our Maldo Lock should go in 7 so that I can go with the rest of the lock decks.
Horrible lock deck tier.
Wow. That's like one of the biggest slides. I think that is the biggest slide. That's 4 tiers because we put lock in 6, now it's 3 tiers.
Well, depends on where we put Blastoise.
If we put it at 5, it will be the lowest. So put our Maldo Lock down. 10 decks to place. So we're looking between 4 and 5 at this point. Because we have 12 to place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, 5. Yeah, I can math. So 5 tier 4s and 5 tier 5s.
Okay. I think,
I think Typhlosion is a 5.
yeah, for sure.
The way we built it, at least. That might be one, like, if we change the build. Because I think Typhlosion's staying, right? Did we determine if Typhlosion is one of the ones staying? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think Rainbow Road's 4.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that. Rainbow Road is 4.
I think Coffagrigus is probably 4 as well.
Yeah, Coffagrigus, I think Vileplume 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Coffagrigus and Vileplume lock.
Then we just have to figure out the best 2 decks of these left to put in tier 4. And then the rest go in tier 5.
Alright. Who did this?
I'm going to nominate Vikavolt and Blastoise.
As tier 4?
Yeah.
I can tell you it's not Emboar.
Yeah.
It's not Donphan. I think those are both guaranteed 5s for me.
Yeah, okay.
And you didn't name either one of those, so I think we're okay with putting those both in 5.
Mm-hmm. I think
Donphan.
Evolution's very underwhelming.
I know you said that, but I don't know if it's like 5 underwhelming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bricked that game so hard. I remember. If you were to go based off results, it would be Emboar and Vikavolt because they won a game.
Yeah.
What did Emboar beat?
I don't remember.
Burn. Cool.
Oh, that was the deck. Didn't both of them have Full Flame in it or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they did.
Vikavolt beat Typhlosion.
Not a very good win either.
Evolos lost to Ampharos. I remember this lost to Ampharos, and Blastoise lost to Sleep Deck.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent. I think these are all about the same power level.
yeah. I would say, you said Blastoise and Vikavolt.
Yeah.
I feel like Evolutions is deserving of a 4 still.
Okay. Maybe Evolution's Vikavolt then?
So we've said Emboar is. Oh, what the hell?
Do we fuck up?
Oh yeah, I did the wrong one. It should be off of this.
Okay.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, we already placed Emboar. Okay, yeah, this should be off of this, not the. We're
So I would say Eevee's Vikavolt.
Okay. Eevee's Vikavolt. Yeah, like I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
As tier 4s.
As the Force.
And then Machamp Blastoise in the 5. Oh, I just selected them. I didn't copy them.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then I can delete this slide entirely.
Yes.
And make these bigger, and then we order them from here. What?
More sound effects, please.
Click. Shoom, 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 shoom. Oh wait, shoom. Get it? Because it's spinning. Okay.
Rotations.
Spinning turn, dude. Okay.
I got it. It's funny.
I'm just going to go ahead and chuck this one over here. Oh. That's okay.
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 It was fun. It was a good bit, but it's over now.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's now organize these. Since we've split them up, we can now organize here. I think Jump Off Kingdra 1, 2.
Mhm.
Dusknoir 3.
Whoa, really?
I'm doing this way, the way I want to do it. Ah?
Okay.
Ah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Wait, didn't Dusknoir just lose to Arcanine Break, though?
Yeah,
Oh, wrong one.
it did just lose Arcanine Break.
I was about to say, like, wait a minute, we played that matchup. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
I still think Gyarados is higher than 7. I really have been loving this deck recently. I know, just like super underwhelming loss, but still.
Can we say Magnezone is 8 though?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so Jump Off and Kingdra, there's a set. I think the rest of these need to be organized a little bit. I don't think Dusknoir is top 4 worthy, to be honest.
No, I mean, you just tried to put it there, but I don't want it there.
No,
I mean, I would put like Gyarados 3, dude. I think Gyarados is.
No, that's what I'm
good.
saying. I don't think Gyarados is top 4 worthy.
Oh, you don't think Gyarados is top 4?
No, I think it's 5, 6, 7. It's so hard because like it had that underwhelming loss. Like I know you've been playing it recently, and I know that we have played it quite a bit, but I don't know about top 4 worthy.
Man,
I think
you
it
hit
loses
for 200 for a DCE. Like
I think on an EX, I think that loses to Stage 1 Rush. I think it loses to Arcanine.
no, it doesn't, because
Oh,
you
well, it
just
doesn't lose
played
to
with the
Arcanine.
Stormfront one then. Because you hit 120 for no energy.
Right. I'd be okay putting it at 5. That's the highest I'll go on it.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I mean, if you just go like that, I'm pretty okay with the rest of that.
Yeah, I think this deck gets better once we change it too.
Yeah, agreed. But I think this looks pretty solid.
Okay. Solid order there. How about here?
I think Incineroar is number 1 here.
This one's really hard. I think Tool Drop goes to lowest on this tier.
Yeah, agreed. I think Lost World's next.
Yeah, I would agree there too. And then probably Blaine's House Resort.
Yeah.
Do we keep Weavile at...
Weavile's just so hard to...
I'm going to keep Weavile at 10 for the sake of that's the one that we got exactly right.
Okay.
Because it was 10
That's
before. I actually kind of like this order.
Yeah, I'm okay with that order as well. I think Tool Drop and Incineroar both are going to switch a lot, but, you know. Not a problem for right now.
yeah. And then the last of the good people tier. What are we going with?
Yes.
I haven't...
Man, this one I have no idea.
Fuck. I don't even know what to put at the worst, to be honest.
Yeah, these are... maybe
I think-
Sceptile?
Sceptile and Beedrill is the low 2.
Yeah. I think Ampharos is probably 1 out of this one.
Yeah,
Maybe Empoleon is.
I can see Ampharos. I don't know about Empoleon being top 3. Highest I'll go is here. Like I think Metagross is. We just had a really bad matchup. I think this is like one of the next ones.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's go. Maybe like that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because remember, this beat this.
Yes. Even though that's just like a weird matchup.
It's a very weird
doesn't
matchup.
Really, doesn't necessarily say anything about Garchomp Restore.
No, it really doesn't. Tier 4. What were the last 2 we put on here? We put Vikavolt and Eevees need to go last because those are the last ones we put into this tier.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
mean
put
that's what I want anyway.
And I think Tyranitar and Gliscor were like the first 2 we put here.
I think Rainbow Road is next after Salazzle.
Go like this.
Yeah.
Even though Gliscor beat Tyranitar, I mean, I think Gliscor's still like fairly weak.
You gotta remember that was 8-7. That was a very, very close game.
Yes, even with the weakness.
Yeah.
Maybe Gliscor goes lower then.
Well, I mean that's the point of Gliscor is it has weakness. Like.
That's true. Okay. Cool. What were the last 2 we put on this one again? I think it was Blastoise, Machamp need to go 1-2 because those are the last ones we put.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I think Typhlosion, go there, maybe there, there, and there. One,
We call
two,
this
three,
the tier
four, five,
energy
six,
rainers.
7, 8. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
I think that looks fine. Donphan and Lucario
I mean-
awkwardly between the 2 Donk decks.
The tier 4 and 5 are always going to be like pretty all very close to each other. So like
Yeah,
that's the nature of these tiers.
agreed. Maybe it's just a little bit smaller on this tier.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
Huh.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm just gonna start moving some things around here. See what you think.
Yeah, I think Retreat Amp is actually like number one.
Yeah, I would say so too. I fucking hate Magic Babies, man. That deck
I
sucks.
do too.
That deck's awful.
Yeah, I think Light Explosion needs to go lower.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that looks fine to me.
Like maybe switch Arceus on Armaldo, but
Yeah, close enough.
close enough. Hey, it's our lock decks. Oh boy. Okay, so I think Banette's the lowest on here,
Yeah, agreed.
and then
I actually think Brock's Ninetales is like the highest.
yeah,
Remember how competitive that game was?
yeah. No, I think so too. This one's so hard to place.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Such an unmemorable deck.
Yeah.
I think SP goes next though. I think it's lock, or he might fucking
Let's put them all in a row. Oh, okay.
maybe like that. This tier sucks.
Yeah.
The thing that we discovered by this format, I feel, is that we determined that because before we were like, oh man, we have like 8 to 10 decks that are horrible, but then we determined that like there's at least 20 some odd decks that are horrible.
Yeah.
Like we talked up a lot of decks. I think this is good.
Yeah, that's fine to me.
And here we go. I
I think
think
Moltres gets the dubious honor.
I think so too.
Then maybe Hole on Circle after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
And
and
then
then Unknown.
you know what? I think I'm actually going to put on. I feel like this is okay because I know for a fact that Unknown would probably actually beat Macargo and Tangrowth.
You think so?
I think so.
Man, now I want to play this tier, dude.
We watched the old tier list that we did and we discussed it. We were like, man, let's just like do a tournament with just the tier 8
Dude,
decks.
you should build these 8, and we could just have like a little shit tournament.
Once we get done with the actual tournament, that'll be our way to hold us over until the real March Madness.
Sweet.
Just play a whole bunch of bad tier 8 decks. I would put money. I wouldn't. I honestly, if these were all to play each other, though, I don't think I'd necessarily think that Sabrina's Kadabra would be the winner. Because most of these decks are like non-EX decks, right? I think I'd
Yeah.
give the honor to either Politoed, Unknown, or Ambipom.
You mean Handfling?
Yeah, sorry. This card's not even in the hand fling.
It's not?
No, because you play Machine Gun Stomp and then the other 3 monkeys. So
Oh,
this
that's
is
awkward.
one of 2, and the Unknown's not in the deck either. Like those are the 2
Oh.
cards that I used to represent that aren't even in the decks. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's another one. Nope. Okay. So yeah, there you go.
Cool.
So I think our new tier 1s, new tier 2s, new tier 3s. I think this is a better list.
Yeah.
Tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, and tier 8.
Tier Grady.
Tier Grady. Cool. I'm glad that we did that. That was good. So there's the
Yeah.
old list. Now we're going to move on to some new ideas and cards that will be changed and that sort of thing. So we already kind of discussed all this stuff on the right just a little bit. Raichu's Abstriker Dusknoir will be changed into just Excelgor Dusknoir.
Mm-hmm.
I think we discussed that we tried way too hard to make like an item lock sort of thing work, where Excelgor can deck and cover into Spiritomb.
Mm-hmm.
And finding DCEs, upper energies, counter energies, boost energy, scramble energy. Like, it's actually a lot easier to get DCs than we initially gave this format credit for.
So let's see, how many is there? There's Double Rainbow, Counter Energy, Double Colorless, Boost, Upper. What am I forgetting? Scrambles. That's 6. Is that all of them?
I think so.
So six. There's six that give this effect, basically.
Yeah, and that's another reason why we're changing Sabrina's Kadabra into the Eradicate deck, because I actually, like I said, I went and rewatched the old video, and we said, oh, we're doing Sabrina's Kadabra because Eradicate's better, but it's way harder to get those DCE effects.
Yeah.
But we discovered that, nah, it really isn't. So,
No.
So I think Raichu's Obstrika turns into Excelgor. Dusknoir are pretty easy. Sabrina's Kadabra, Eradicate, those are easy switches. The burn deck, if it stays, will add the Salazzle from XY.
Yeah.
Or the Blaziken that makes you burned, because I think that the thing that deck was missing was just ways to burn on your turn.
Yeah,
and
not attacking.
Yeah, and I discussed that a whole bunch of times, so I think that just changes. It's still not great. I still think we have it at tier 7 right now. I don't even think it would bump it up to tier 6, necessarily, but it wouldn't make it... I think it would... it might bump up to tier 6, to be honest. Who knows? Tool Drop will add the Noivern GX.
Okay, yeah, so the thought process here is we liked the whole concept of using, like, Bursting Balloon and Garb to one-sided ability lock, but, like, Tool Drop was just not a good attacker, necessarily. So we want to keep this same shell. And the other problem is that a lot of the times your opponent was able to just hit Windstorm and knock your shit off, but, like, item locking your opponent, you're ability locking them, and they can't Windstorm your tools on your Garb, so...
Yeah. So if you can item lock them and they can't Windstorm, the only out is, like, Zerosic, which many decks do not play.
So,
so
that's going to turn into just...
Either Zerosic or Bibbidi Boppity Pokemon Ranger.
That's true, but no one plays that either, really.
There is one deck. There is two decks that play it. There are two decks that play it in the tournament.
Yes.
Arcanine and Metagross both play it.
But zero that plays Erosic.
Yes.
So.
Correct.
So I think, yeah, this is just going to be like kind of the old school Toad Garb kind of thing, like Noivern GX Garb now.
Yeah. And the Fairy Weakness is fine because there's only like 2 Fairy Poke decks in the
Plus
format.
Plus you can charge it up with Double Dragon and...
Yeah, so I actually like this deck moving forward. Yeah. And Boom Burst is actually like a really good GX move.
Yeah.
Especially since most Porygons and Baltoys are all 50 HP, so...
Yeah, so if you Boom Burst and then Porygon Z your opponent, you're probably going to take 2 or 3 prizes just from that.
And set them way back because they're item locked as well. Yeah. Or just locked in general. So. Okay, yeah, Sleep Deck is going to turn into Dark Aggro. Meaning just like we liked the idea of Darkrai level X.
I mean, that's the only reason Sleep won. It was not because any of the sleeping things.
No, it was really just because of Darkrai level X. So we decided to kind of change that into this dark toolboxy deck with Yveltal and a whole lot of other just like big.
And then Dark Patch, obviously.
Yeah, Dark Patch, Dark Claw, Dark Synergy stuff. So.
Yeah.
EVs we're going to change into Flareon Vespiquen because like the EVs kind of revolved around the Flareon.
And how is this different from Stage 1 exactly?
Stage 1 is a mirage of attackers, right? And we had this discussion when we put it on the list. Like,
I know we did, but I don't remember what the answer to the question was.
Stage 1 is just kind of like, oh, I'm going to hit him for weakness here. You also have Crabominable. You also have Clefable. It's more of a, I know you hate the term, toolboxy deck where you have like different ways to take knockouts, whereas Flareon Vespiquen is going to be solely focused on those 2 Pokemon.
Okay.
So, when, yes, Stage 1 has both of those Pokemon to fall back on during the late game, or quote-unquote late game. But Stage 1 also has, like, Zoroark and that sort of thing. Like, more different attackers. Whereas this, I think we only play this and, like, some other cards to discard Pokemon and just try to go for one-shots.
Right.
With all those DC effects, like we mentioned above. So... Emboar, we changed to a new fire deck. Rayquaza LA and Charizard G we realized was actually a really good combo. And so if we put those in the Emboar deck with like 1 or 2 maybe new fire Pokemon that come out, hopefully, Emboar actually becomes a better deck.
Yeah, agreed.
We talked about
so those are like the updates.
Yeah,
basically.
And then Fossil Lock. We want to build a fossil deck, but we don't want to make it a lock deck. So it'll be focused on like Aerodactyl, Fates Collide, and just some other kind of cute little fossil mechanics that aren't aimed at locking.
Right.
So that's going to be changed completely. And then new ideas so far. I know we have some that we wanted to discuss otherwise, but the Mime Junior lock deck, we've already built it. I haven't tested it yet. It's built and ready to go. So that's gonna be fun. I don't want to explain too much about it because I honestly might play it in the December tournament, and
Okay.
I don't want anybody trying to figure out what's in that deck. But it's a fun deck. Alone and
Block decks
Golem.
always go so well.
Yes, they do. Alone and Golem GX.
I mean, this is just a new card that came out that's gonna
Oh,
be.
whoa, wait. Where is it at? Is it not out yet?
That is not how you spell golem.
Golem. Oh, it's not actually officially out yet. Apparently,
Oh.
it will be out. Anyways, Golem GX has a really. I think it has just like it's like 3 for 80, 4 for like what 130 or something.
Yeah.
It's 250 HP. The GX is like 100, and they can't play any cards from their hand. I think that deck's actually like really good. Grady doesn't think so.
I don't think it's really good. I don't think it's gonna be okay. I mean, it's lightning type, so you can electric to it.
Yeah, and that's one of the
But,
reasons. Venusaur, we all want to build a dedicated Venusaur deck. The new Venusaur from Shining Legends is an uncommon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Woo, someone outside. Alright, so Venusaur, and we also have, obviously we can play the Mega Venusaur, but there is one that searches for any Pokemon, which we probably will play, I guess.
Yeah.
But where is the one? There is, it's the base set Venusaur.
The energy trans one.
Yeah, I don't think, and there's also this one, 150 HP. This has energy trans on it as well. But yeah, energy trans, the original Venusaur. The thing about this though is that it's the exact same thing as Sceptiles have the same ability. Sceptiles have energy trans and wild growth, but this is just kind of a different way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
know?
it's just 160 HP on a non-EX is pretty good.
Yeah.
It'll be like about the same as
Especially
Tangrowth,
especially since Solar Beam you can use for 2 energies
though. Yeah.
with Jungle Totem out.
So yeah, this is just going to be the same as like Sceptile, basically.
Well, we built Sceptile more focused on the Mega. This is going to be like if we had built Sceptile based off energy trans and wild growth.
This is probably maybe this will be more Genesect focused. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the new Genesect goes in here. I think you play the Mega because 120 and Paralyze one for 2 energies.
Yeah.
You know, it's max potionable because of the 2 energies. You're playing energy trans, so.
Right.
So I think this Venusaur actually is just 90 is just a good solid damage. So.
Yeah.
Jellicent Tentacruel.
Oh boy. This is going to be a new tier 8 deck, boys and girls.
Boys and girls, meddling, baby. We haven't figured out what we play this with. There are energy crushers, so you played Jellicent. This combo was out at one point. Like you could play it in standard. You have that Jellicent, and then you also have this Leafeon that does 20 damage times the amount of energy on all of your opponent's Pokemon. So you Jellicent them, you Meddling over and over again, get a whole bunch of energies on their field, and they just start one-shotting with energy crush attacks.
But then they have a ton of energy on their field, and they're like, thanks.
But you attach that to their Claydol and their Porygon, and when they search their deck and they whiff energy on their attackers, they're gonna be like, oh, it's because I have 10 on my Porygon.
What does Tentacruel do again?
R-U-E-L. Right, yeah. There is a Tentacruel that does a very similar effect. Where is it? Search the discard profile for 2 energy cards. Attach. Oh yeah. This actually does damage when you attach them. So it softens some stuff up.
Cool.
Yeah, and you use it for free. And you get access to all these other amazing Tentacruels.
There's other
No,
I don't think I've ever looked at all of them.
No, they're all bad. The only cool part is, and this is what I was saying, that we needed to change this in Weavile, is this Tentacool is strictly better than Wishiwashi because it has free retreat.
Sweet.
It's same everything else. Like an attack you're not going to use, the exact same power, the exact same HP, but it has free retreat.
Cool.
So, anyways, got way too excited about Jellicent Tentacool. And then Infernape, Parasect, this one was you, and embarrassing enough how we didn't think about this the first time.
Yeah.
Flare Up Baby. 200, 10 fire energies, and you shuffle them back in. But then you play it with the Parasect that used to be in Kingdra, the one that doesn't allow your energies to be affected. So,
So you have the 10 in there, you use it, but you don't actually have to shuffle the 10 back into your deck.
right.
Then
So,
you can always just blacksmith to charge up flare up over and over again.
yeah, because you're gonna need to. It is an EX, which is
This one is?
Yeah. See, rare hollow. So.
But you can also there's a level X too that does it.
Yeah, but you're still. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So if you level up a non-EX
There
one.
it is. Yeah, it's 150 and it's only 8. And Burning Head is a way to A, have draw support, and B, discard some stuff. So it would be like this Infernape, Rushing Flames, would you... yeah, I guess you'd play this one too. You might just play, yeah, you'd probably just play this one, but I don't know if it would be your main attacker necessarily.
Right.
Because when you level exit, you actually lose HP.
Yep.
So, you gain free retreat.
Wait, what does the other Infernape level X do?
That's level 4. That's the one that's in the burn deck. I don't think you play this one either because it's an EX or hollow. There it is again. That was just the promo up there. This one's horrible. So yeah, it is just kind of Infernape Parasect. It's kind of weird, but it is going to be. I think we should play it as a deck. I think
It'll be like tier 4 or 5.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. So, but anyways, I don't think there's anything else that we have to necessarily go over. How much?
Yeah,
time
I haven't thought of any other ideas since then. So
Sweet, we're at an hour and 1 minute. So
not bad.
perfect timing. So yeah, we're. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, thanks for watching. New tier list for all those people who are like, "What's good in U150?" and are kind of newer to this channel, I guess. This is what's good in U150. And then we'll start doing more deck profiles here pretty soon of all the new decks. And then when we start doing the new March Madness in, like I said, the spring of next year, expect a barfloat of content again. So we're nearing the end of this tournament, so content will be winding down, but we'll still find ways to talk about U150 because this format's awesome.
Yep.
Anything else to add, Sir Grady?
Come to the tournament.
Come to if you're in Washington, come to the tournament at.
You narrowed down your deck choice for that yet?
Not even a little.
Me neither. So.
Cool. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys.